Anime changed my life. It all started with Dragon Ball Z. Rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. Dragon Ball Z completely revolutionized everything about my personality. And it all started with me actually wanting to work out. When I saw the characters in the anime, such as Goku and Vegeta, training really hard as they could, and trying to get stronger and go Super Saiyan, it always made me want to do the same. Obviously, going Super Saiyan isn't a real, legitimate thing. However, it always made me want to perfect my body and try to hone my skills physically in the gym so I could become a better person and more well-rounded. And I think it did just, I think it did just that. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, I'm working on it, you feel me? So Dragon Ball Z completely revolutionized how I trained in the gym, and then it expanded from there. And as I continued to watch animes, I took different aspects of multiple different characters in animes that I watch, and I took their life lessons very, very seriously. The more animes I actually watched and tuned into, the more different characters I actually became attached to. One of those characters that has recently had a huge impact on my life is Satoru Gojo from Jujutsu Kaisen. The reason that Satoru Gojo speaks to me so profoundly, and I find myself low-key sipping for the character a little bit, is because of his confidence. I have always struggled with my confidence growing up as a young man, and I always had a low self-esteem, and I've always had really problems putting myself out there and stepping out and bringing my best aspects of my character to the world around me. But when I first watched Jujutsu Kaisen and I saw the way Satoru Gojo interacted with everyone on screen, it made me want to have that kind of confidence. It seemed like every time he was in a room, he just lit up the room and everybody loved to be around him. And even if there was people or enemies or characters that didn't like Gojo, he was always unapologetically, authentically himself all the time. And that is one of the most powerful lessons that I've learned from that anime that I try to implement into my life every single day. One of the reasons that I struggled with confidence growing up a lot, I believe, is because I didn't really have a super prominent role model in my life as a legitimate person that I could look up to. I struggled to find anyone really around me, friends, family, that really made me want to kind of take their skills and implement them into my own life. I struggled with father issues, and I didn't really have a lot of friends growing up. I wasn't that popular, so I didn't really know who I was, and it was kind of hard for me to find my way into becoming the most confident and most outgoing version of myself that I possibly could. But anime has completely changed that for me, because now that I have visually seen all these characters on screen, I'm not literally going to take aspects of them that they literally had in the anime and apply them to my life, such as, like, you know, murdering your whole family as Itachi did or something like that. However, I like to take a lot of the positive aspects of different characters in the animes that I've seen, and I like to implement them into my own life the best way that I can. The whole point of this video, and the main idea that I really want to drive home to anybody watching, is that you can take many different aspects of characters that you see, and they don't even have to necessarily be real people, and you can implement them into your life, and it can have a truly profound impact on the person that you become in the future. The confidence of Satoru Gojo, the way that Goku trains and takes care of his body, the way that Itachi has so much love for his brother Sasuke, the determination of a character like Naruto and wanting to become the best and be respected in his village by everybody and be the hero of the story who saves his entire town. All of these different aspects, you could take and mesh them into your character, and you can truly make yourself into the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. A lot of the role models you see looking like around you today, people that are in prominent social media and things like that, they may not be the best role models for you to look up to, and you may have struggled with family issues like myself growing up, and you didn't have anybody to really look up to and relate to. So having those characters in your life is very, very powerful, and I will say from my personal experience, has helped me a lot on my journey in becoming a better person every single day. Truly, if it wasn't for anime or me ever starting to get into it, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't be in the shape that I am. I wouldn't be in the mental state that I am. And I wouldn't be making this video, and I wouldn't be speaking to anybody out there. So I, for one, would highly recommend that anybody watching this, if you can relate to it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you can't, start watching animes. They are very, very cool, and they contain a lot of great life lessons. And I truly believe that if you go into something with an open mind and you look for what you can take from it as a life lesson, you're never going to come out in a losing battle.